media open day / press conference ahead of our semi-final Nedbank Cup fixture against Chippa United in PE this coming Saturday. We're joined by the home team head coach, Coach Jose Riveiro, as well as our captain, Innocent Maela. Welcome, gentlemen. Coach, and maybe if you can just get just a brief from you guys on how the team is preparing for the upcoming fixture with the semi-final on the Saturday.
Good afternoon. Well, we are just starting the preparation somehow. We just coming from our last game yesterday, so looking for a speed recovery and trying to share the right information with our players in the upcoming days, because there's not going to be so much time to do preparations on the field. It's going to be more about get some knowledge about our next opponent and the way we are going to approach the match. And motivation it's obviously very high. We're facing a cup semi-final, and we know about the complexity of the task that we are going to face on Saturday, but really hoping to, or really looking for the kickoff.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Like the coaches said, right now for us it's all about recovery. It's all about making sure that we recover and make sure that we have fresh, best conditions for the match. And we are looking forward to it. Should be an exciting encounter.
We're now open for questions. As we know, we've got a rolling mic. Please identify yourself as well as the media company you represent prior to asking your question. May I also ask that you limit yourselves to one question per person, please.
Good day, Coach. Vuyo from Newsroom Africa. Coach, I just wanted to get a sense of this period of the season, how, in terms of management, how tough or easier has it gotten for you, especially looking at this time, and even maybe referencing even the previous season, where you're chasing the Nedbank Cup title again as a double. This time around, has it gotten easier for you when you look at the specs that are needed to sort of manage this period right for the team so that it comes up victorious at the end of the season? I mean, okay, maybe making an example, you look at maybe a Manchester City, for example. Whenever this period of the season comes, pundits will tell you that for Man City, they've had the experience to be able to close out a season like this when comparing to other teams, maybe in Arsenal. Is it so slowly getting better for you with every season? I'm not sure if it's making sense for you, Coach.
Well, I think when you are working, you coaching, you playing for a club like Pirates, you have to be prepared to arrive in the last stages of the season fighting for big objectives, and that's what we want. We're happy to one more time find ourselves fighting for a final, to have the opportunity to be together in a final. We know that it's going to be a very difficult match, and we want to be prepared for that because we want to be in that final. We are representing Pirates. We also obviously would like to be fighting for the league as well, which is not possible anymore. But yeah, it's we're playing for Orlando Pirates, so we need to be ready to be in the last stages of each and every season fighting for important objectives. Right now, there's two for us, which is, like I said, being a final and finish the season in the second position, which is not a minor thing. And I don't want to say that we are comfortable or not comfortable in those scenarios. It's something that we need to show each and every game that we are ready to do it. But it's a normal thing when you are representing a big club like we are.
Hi, Coach. Sazi from Sunday Times. Almost similar question. How tough has it been for you, Coach, to manage your squad while trying to prepare for this match coming against Chippa, and also while trying to make sure that you fight for second place position?
How tough? Why everything must be tough or rough or? No, it's for us. Like I said, going back to the previous answer, it's somehow for us it's normal to find ourselves, and it is what it is. I mean, we have to be in every month fighting for every game for Pirates is an important game. Let's put it in this way. So we don't take any game like an easy one or like. We are Orlando Pirates. We have to perform in each and every game. We know it. The players know it. We know it as a coaching staff. So there's nothing new for us or nothing more tough or difficult. We have to perform in every game because that's why we are here. And somehow, like I said before, we are used to face this type of games more or less the same way that we used to get each and every other game. So management of the group, it's determined by many different factors, moments of form, suspensions, injuries. We try to do the right calls, the right decisions, because and it's easy because in the end, players, coaching staff, everybody involved, what we want is to win. And the players, they understand that sometimes they are in the spotlight, sometimes not, but the most important thing is that in the end of the day, Pirates is winning, and we are very committed with that.
Questions for the captain. What do you make of how Relay has grown in the team and being thrown, especially as someone who's grown up with Pirates, who understands what it takes to carry this badge? What do you make of how he's performed and grown in this easy task of playing for Pirates? And how are the senior players sort of leading him in terms of what to expect?
No, look, you look at how, not only really, you know, you look at the team, every individual, even the players that are not part of the match day squad, you know, the players that are not traveling with the team. It is because of the environment that the team has created for each and every individual, you know, the way we train, the way we plan and set up. It gives us the freedom and the opportunity for us to go out there and perform to the best of our abilities within the game plan. So I'll have to give credit, you know, to how we train, the environment we have within the changing room, how we prepare for matches. But yeah, I mean, we as senior players, we try to guide as best as we can. We try to help. But I mean, even the youngsters now, even the young ones, they are taking a leadership role, you know, which is very encouraging to see. And we say they must continue working hard, they must remain humble, and they must continue respecting the game each and every day.
Do we have any further questions? We'll take the final 3 questions. Noted. Just 1, 2, 3.
Coach Lorenzo from Itaski Times. I think it's the first time since you arrived at the club that you've won 5 games in a row in succession. I think you've conceded 3 goals in that period, scored a 15. So obviously it's a good moment for Pirates to be going into a semi-final. Just what has been the secret to this really good run of form for you guys now? I know you always talk about processes and things like that, but it just seems like Pirates are completely on fire now going into the last stages of the season.
Probably not only one reason. Like you said, it's part of the process. It's a moment where I think we have many players in a good moment of form, many, even like the captain said, players who are not even participating, but or not in every game, and he's still pushing and helping the ones who are participating to keep that motivation and that moment of form is one of the reasons. And again, we are, I think, as usually, one of the keys is that we are converting our performances in goals, and results are coming, and when the results are coming, everybody feels much more confident, and you can even perform over your not limits but average performances, let's say. And the team is in a moment where it feels confident. I think we went through a good period right now, facing different type of challenges, coming back in the games, facing different scenarios, and almost in all of those scenarios we managed to put the game in our way, and that's giving the players a big confidence in what they are doing. And yeah, again, end of the season, there's always the objectives. You see the objectives even more close, so it's much more easy to be focused, to concentrate on that, because it's short term, and that's one of the things that is helping us to be the team that we are looking right now.
Joseph from Sports. Good morning, Coach. Good day.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking at the form that Pirates is on right now, and the performances that you've been making all over the country, filling stadiums, all of that. I think personally it's been a long time since I last saw this club being at this, height. Congratulations to you and your team on that.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the favorite tech that you guys are already carrying going into this match. Chippa has been doing well for the first time as well in a long time, that they don't find themselves being worried about relegation. They're relaxed, and you guys come in with this big support behind you, big performances. You come in carrying a favorite tag. How do you then go on and keep the same momentum between the league game and the cup game, and keeping to it as well, that your players don't get overwhelmed by the support that they've been getting to a certain extent that they become complacent?
Because we were in the other side not a long time ago, and we know how difficult it is to win games in these competitions. We know what it means to win a game in the cup, not even in the league. The cup, it's even more difficult. So because of that, there's not gonna be room for how can I say, not even relax, not even that word. That's impossible. But we accept each and every role that you wanna give us, because, like I said, we're representing Orlando Pirates, and it's a normal thing. But we really do know how difficult the game is going to be. The players know very well how difficult the game is going to be, and with that respect that we have for the competition and for the opponent, for sure we're gonna find a way to perform in our best, and that's what we want. We want to be our best version on Saturday, because we know that when we do it, the possibility to get the result that we are looking for, it's close. When we are not in that space, then everything is possible. So we are not thinking about from which position we start the game or the moment of form of both teams, which is good in my opinion. Full respect for Chippa United. They are doing fantastic this year, and we know, like I said, it's gonna be a really complex game from every aspect, physical, tactical, and we are going to be prepared, and we're ready to enjoy on Saturday. And like I said, trying to be close to our best version, because it's the thing that is going to give us the possibility to get the result.
Coach, Sia from Kickoff. I just wanted to ask, among the players who arrived at the start of the season, Africa, Azola Matrose is the one that supporters haven't got a chance to see, but understandably was delayed by an injury. I just wanted to ask, how is that adaptation process going for him? He's played a few times in the DTC, he's traveled with he's trained with the senior squad as well. Behind the scenes, how is that process of him adapting going?
Afola is working so hard since we started the season. He came back to the club with a difficult injury to deal with, and it's been a long period for him not having the opportunity to perform in his level. But right now he's back in a good space. He's making, I will say, I'm honest, he's making like a big steps forward. It's right now is close to his best level, in my opinion. He's competing very well in the trainings and he's getting more and more mature, so I'm sure that it's not going to take long that we can see Afola playing for the club again.
I already called final question, but we'll give you the final two. Come on, guys.
Kaya from the Citizen. Apologies for arriving late. Coach, just quickly, how difficult was it to prepare for Saturday's games, and that you've been playing every other game, and yesterday Chippa rested some of their key players, and they come into this game having lost that game?
How difficult? We don't really think about how difficult it is. It is what it is. Like I said many times, the schedule is something that is not in our control. What is in our control is use all of our resources to make sure that the players are ready to compete every 2 or every 3 days, and that's what we do. The club obviously is helping us to have, good camps, good trips, good nutrition, to rest as good as possible, to make sure that the players can compete. Like I always said, for us as a coaches, we always would like to have 4 or 5 days to prepare each and every game, but understanding that right now in football that's not possible. We have to use our capacity to, like I said before, to design strategies for the players to rest as good as possible, and for us to try to show the players the game that we think that is going to be played on Saturday without having the time and the opportunity to work in our strategies on the field. And that's what we do. We don't waste so much time thinking about how easy or difficult it is. And for the players, I think the players, they like to compete more than anything else. So it's a mental thing, and like I said, right now we're getting good results, and that helps a lot to not feel tired or to feel exhausted after the games. Sometimes it's more mental than physical, in my opinion, the problems in this type of schedules. And like I said, we are in a good moment and looking forward to the kickoff on Saturday.
Coach, what has made this Pirates team be such a very good cup team? I think in the only time you've lost in knockout competition and your leadership was through penalties, and the other team, Pirates team, that was really as ruthless as this one in terms of knockout competitions is the one that won back-to-back trebles.
I'll say that it's a very competitive group, and in scenarios of knockout where the options are that you continue or you don't, they playing with a lot of determination, with convincement that they want to be the next team or they want to be one of the teams in the next round. And for me, that's the key. We managed to be really competitive in each and every game in the cup competitions, and that's for me a clear proof of how competitive this group is. in this type of scenarios, and I'm absolutely convinced that on Saturday it's going to be the same. I don't say that we're going to get the result because, like I said, it's going to be difficult, but I'm sure that you will see an Orlando Pirates extremely competitive one more time.
On that note, we've reached the conclusion of our press conference. Thank you for your time. We can reconvene in the next 5 minutes downstairs for the capturing footage. We'll give you 15 minutes. So from 1 till 1:15. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Skipper.